Hey guys, it's been once again a while, uh, but so really excited. Um, a while ago, I had this idea. How cool would it be when I first started working on Ironman? I had this great idea that I was going to build flamethrowers in the arms, and you'd be able to fire flamethrowers out of one arm and this laser out of another. And I posted this in one of my um, one of these chat groups, forums that I'm part of, where we kind of just hash out ideas. And I was like, this would be great. How cool would this be? And I had only just begun. And everyone kind of shot my idea down. Like, that's ridiculous and super dangerous, and you'll hurt yourself. Don't do it. They're probably right. But the idea kept kind of nagging me. It's like, how cool would it be to actually have some like legit effect? So I've seen people who will do things where they've got like missile pods. They'll build in the shoulders that can rise, and it won't actually fire, but it'll like eject like this little, almost like a Nerf pellet. Um, I've seen things where they'll have them like in the hip pods and they pop out and they rotate. And it's got LEDs on them, so it lights up, looks like flares, and it'll rotate and then close up again. That's cool. The problem is making all that rotation, making like shoulder pods rise and fall, takes a lot of effort with like servos or linear actuators, making the hinge systems or moving platforms, springs, bungees, clamps, magnets, all kinds. It's not easy. It takes a lot of effort and it requires a lot of space in the suit itself. It takes up a lot of space. It takes a lot of time, a lot of space, and I don't really think it's necessary. I mean, you don't really need all that. Plus, I think it actually makes the suit look worse because you have all these cut lines all over the place. It's not as good. So, like, okay, there's got to be a better way, a cool way to do something awesome. So, I found it. I'm part of a bunch of different like online forums where you, like scroll through and you find various kind of novelty items. So I found this one. It's called the Pyro Mini, and it is a hands-free, wireless fireball shooter. So I went ahead and ordered it. So go ahead and show you guys what all is involved here. I won't go through everything that it's got built into this thing because half the functionality I'm not really intending to use, but what I am intending to use it for, I'll show you in a second. So first off, comes with like straps and other stuff, but this is it. It's really very small. It's just a small matte black box with a button and two barrels. These barrels hold a little bit of flash cotton. Take a small bit of that and put it at the very base, and a little bit of flash paper. You cut these into strips, roll them up, and stick them in there. And essentially, this thing then has heating coils at the bottom that when you activate it, heating coils ignite the flash cotton, which ignites very quickly and explodes in there, rocketing out the flash paper. The flash paper is ignited as soon as the flash cotton is ignited. And so essentially you get this fireball fire out as the flash paper disintegrates in air. So it literally, I mean, it's as safe as a fireball could be. It's shooting out, a small strip of paper that fizzles up literally in seconds, but it's a really cool effect. Now, it only can shoot two because I got the mini version. The actual version has 4 barrels. This one only has 2. But I've been thinking about, okay, how am I going to use this? Where am I going to put it? For a while, I was thinking I was going to put them in the shoulders and then go through that whole process of rising them up. The problem is, then you're shooting fireballs right past your head, and that's a potential hazard. So I decided instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to build them in the forearm. So what I did is I took the forearm and I cut a slit. Now it still needs to be sanded up and finished and everything, but I cut a slit there. And this will fit in this box right up under and fire right through that slit. So there will be a slit there, but once it's all painted up, it shouldn't be terribly obvious. It'll look intentional because it is intentional. And then I'll be able to fire fireballs out of my forearm. So it'll be able to rise and look. Now, how does it activate and how will I prevent it from killing or firing on accident? It has 2 modes. The first mode is there's a button on here, and this is if I wanted to just hold this thing and launch it. The second mode puts it in remote mode. Remote mode has a remote. And this remote is pretty small. It's very easy to press. What I intend to do with this, it comes with a strap that I can then put this remote anywhere. Right now, I'm gonna have to test this once I have the suit on, see just how mobile I am, how easy it is to do this without messing it up. But right now, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the inside of the arm, on the other side. So essentially, in the forearm, the remote will be about here on my arm with the launcher at the top of my arm. So in order for me to launch it, I will literally have to press and smash the forearm up against my arm. And the padding and everything should then ignite it. Now, I'll have to be really careful that I don't accidentally, which is where, you know, practice and deciding where I'm going to place it, you know, will come in. That's one option. The other option is in one of the hip section. Either way, we'll figure it out. So I've already got this thing primed and set. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to launch a few and kind of show you what it looks like, because I think it's really pretty cool. So hopefully this comes up on camera. Move this chair out of the way. All right. Okay. So, 3, 2, 1. It's so awesome. 3, 2, 1. All right. So, I think it's really pretty cool. And it's, because it's legit fire, it feels hot. I mean, you feel it. It's a burst of heat and a pop and a fireball, and it disintegrates. I mean, it's the dopest thing. I'm gonna be able to shoot missiles from my Ironman suit. How cool is that? It'll be awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to get the functionality so that it literally never ricochets. I'll have to get the cut opening perfect so that this thing never like accidentally shoots the fireball into the forearm, in which case I will singe my hand or something, which that would be unfortunate. Worth the risk. Yeah, so let's see. There was one other thing I wanted to mention and it slipped my mind. Well, I think it's really cool. I'm super excited to put it in and figure it out and make sure that everything works perfectly. Once I add that to like all the other electronic systems that I've got going on in this suit, I think it's going to be really impressive. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. As always, subscribe. Keep checking back. Sometimes I know I go on hiatuses, but I am still working on this stuff. Just takes a while sometimes. Thanks, guys.